Here we are. Oh, here we are. Sorry, new GoPro. Alright, so winter time's closing in, and it's time to try to get everything going for firewood season. This year I ain't busting nothing by hand if I don't have to. I've got 2 log splitters. Today's goal is to try to get log splitter up and going. 1 log splitter, it's a homemade job. It ain't worth. It's needs to be totally redone. This one here needs a motor. Be that and sitting there. Probably can't tell it on camera because all the other shit I've got. Man collects a lot of shit. And off the grid living is tough. I need to try to get a room built on the back of my little cabin for my hot water heater and my washer before winter. My truck's actually down right now. I'm waiting on a fuel pump for it. So I get the log splitter going and the truck going. It's time to go to work. But anyway, I've got this old air compressor that I used for, I don't know, I used it for probably a year, 2 years. The compression part's pretty well junk. Won't build air anymore. I still ain't got no concrete in my floor, by the way. But it does have a Honda. Good little, it runs good. The log splitter's got a Tecumseh. The Tecumsehs are, in my book, are garbage. Has no compression. So I'm gonna try to get, I've got that motor loose, but I've had a lot going on. I'm gonna try to get this motor off and get it sitting on that thing today. Oh yeah, I need to be around on this side. This one here has no compression at all. Of course, it took me about 3 days to get that gizmo off her without doing any kind of cutting modifications. Let's see what's behind. Now, will that come off? One bolt holds it on. Good Lord, I don't know if I'll get that pulley off. Looks like the squirrels have been living in there. I'm trying out a GoPro instead of a phone. Ooh, boy, that sucker looks looks mighty rough. Or I don't even want to think about that. There's probably gonna be some heat. Might put a puller on it. Let's go ahead and soak it down while we work on the other end. Oh, it's got one of them good set screws in there. I might just have to take his shield off. I don't know, I might get that pulley through there. We'll see. We'll see what it does. Okay, make sure I'm still recording here. I've got to loosen it up so we get the belt off. We can, what is that? 9/16 or 1/2 inch. And let's go over here and find a damn wrench. 2 wrenches. My table fell the other day. I gotta get another bag of concrete for. I got a toolbox, but I was gonna concrete it so I didn't have to worry about sinking in the mud. Anybody see a 1/2 inch wrench anywhere? Nope. Let's make sure stretch side of me. Be my luck to be metric or something stupid. Okay, we need socket. What I need is one more thing in the floor of this thing. Let's see if we can find a socket. Oh yeah, I had a socket to be over in the tool bag, right? I run out of concrete. I guess, God almighty. Let's see a 1/2 inch in here. Yep, yeah, 1/2 inch down, 1/2 inch drive. Haha, looky there, looky there. I'm just probably gonna let it run and then I'll edit it down. Time lapse it or something. I like having a battery impact. So, just to kind of give you a rundown here of everything, I went back to truck driving. My thought process was if I went back to truck driving for at least 2 months, I could make enough money to try to get some solar panels to where I didn't have to depend on generators all the time. And so I went to truck driving, and then it just turned into be, I was like, well shit, I made more money at home hauling scrap iron and stuff than I did while I'm out here in truck. And I'm like, shoot. It's like, so I come in, the big truck's still here. I've only been in a little over a week, but I was hoping to build up enough money to where I could get solar panels and everything where I wouldn't have to struggle. Well, that didn't work out, so now I'm gonna have to try to find a local job. But there's around here, there's really nothing local. Not really. So, which is, I mean, they is some local stuff around here, but I burnt them bridges already. I burnt them bridges already. I shouldn't have, but I did. You know, if you ever burn a bridge working for somewhere, you're pretty well screwed. So, but that one bridge I burnt, can't blow it out there because I ain't got no strip. That's the motor for my air compressor. Flatbed truck makes a good workbench, I know that. I want to get longer boats. Them ain't long enough. Longer nuts and bolts. Anyway, it's sitting there, holes are tapped. I only had to go through 2 tap sets to get the right tap. I had to go borrow this to get that pulley off, it wasn't coming off. And I gotta find a set screw for this gizmo. I may have one for that. Let's see, I got a box over here. These tackle boxes do good for everything. This is most of this is chainsaw parts. Most of it. I do keep hose clamps over here for like lawnmowers. It does seem like I threw a gizmo down in here. I do not see it. There's a key. I threw it down one of these. Set of dogs. Anybody tell me what that is? You can guess it in the comments. I know what it is. Well, to be honest with you, I think I know what it is. It is hot in this damn carport. I mean, it is hot. There's a moon key. I don't need a moon key. I guess I'll have to find me a bolt stick in there, and then I'll have to, I guess cut it in half and cut me a groove in it, maybe. Because if it walks too far up the shaft, it'll disconnect from that other piece. I could weld it on there. I gotta get some longer bolts because apparently that plate down there, yeah, it's pretty thick. I've got a few more. Maybe it was in this one. Maybe. I gotta get a GoPro battery. That GoPro battery's already about dead. I'm gonna try to order a 2-pack. That way, if if I start filming more with this GoPro, if I figure it out with a computer and all that shit on editing, I'll have to edit some of it out. Yeah, don't sound nice that screw, huh? See some little screws and nuts in there. Okay, I got another one. I think this is the Dremel stuff right here. It's hot in here. It's pushing 100 degrees in here in the shade. I mean, it is hot in here. Oh yeah. I'll take the gear puller back. Yeah, this is all Dremel stuff. Cutting wheels, sanding wheels, all that type of shit. Whatever in the hell them's for. Them look like bits for a solder iron. Now I know, well, I had a set screw. I took a set screw out of when I built that contraption right over yonder. Of course, everybody's seen it on TikTok. Ain't nobody seen it on YouTube. Whenever I built this includes alcohol, is what happens, and a welder, and leaving me unattended. And I build stupid shit, but honestly, it pushes that thing pretty good. I do stupid things, but I live by myself. Sometimes I have to keep my mind occupied, and that was one of those times I just need to keep myself occupied. If there's a set screw in that damn thing, hell, you'd never find it. You got to pull everything out of that. That's the only set screw in that pulley. Oh, you know what? There's another pulley here somewhere. There's another pulley right here. That's what that motor come off of. It was a garden tiller. I think that'd be too small too. Looking at it now. Hell, it's got two of them in it. I'll try to get one of them out of this. We'll see what it looks like. Okay. Okay. Hell, that ain't a set screw. That thing goes all the way through there. That ain't a set screw. I believe that's a curl pin. Okay. Good to have stuff like that laying around though. Be glad for winter time. I ain't gotta worry about the daggone skeeters. Man, them things are rough out here. Grease fittings, carter pins. I'm talking about dumping all this in. Alright, we're back. My GoPro died. I went and ordered some batteries for it because it's, hell, who knows. So it's still about, it's almost 80 degrees in here according to the thermometer. still pretty hot. Well, it's cooled off some since I last looked at it. We got some rain and stuff moving in here. Supposed to be severe weather. Who knows? Anyways, while I was waiting, I got the motor bolted on, the log splitter. I got the pump on. Yeah, my lighting's terrible, I know. I won't have a lighting issue after tomorrow. Let's just put it that way. Oh yeah, and we got to start on this floor tomorrow. But this thing's been bugging me, so I'm fixing to do the first start, and then we're gonna see if it'll move. I don't know if it's got hydraulic oil in it. Thing's been kind of. I don't think the neighbor's gonna care, even though it is like 9:30 at night. I've got one neighbor up there, and hell, he can't hear. So let's just give this thing a whirl, see if it'll run, then we'll see if it'll move. Let's see. Turn the gas on here. Watch it not run. She works. I'm pleased, very pleased. A lot better than that Paul shit I got around back. The man just needs to start over on that one on out back. Just take the beam and the cylinder and just start over. It don't have a motor or nothing. It's got an old pump on it. This and here, I left this piece. You're supposed to turn this piece. I know you can't see. Ooh, damn that motor. This piece, I left it open anyway. Supposed to have it flipped around. I didn't leave it flipped around in case I need to get in there and, you know, set screw backs out or whatever. Had to take a bolt and cut the head off and then cut me a notch and take a screwdriver and make me a set screw more or less. Alright, so we got one thing done. I'm happy about that. I was a little worried the pump shit wasn't gonna work, so I had all that shit loose. Of course, it come from some crackheads over there, so God only knows what was done to it. And tomorrow we'll start on this beast of a thing and we'll do a gas tank. Alright. It's been a few days since I recorded. I kind of slacked. I'm gonna try to finish this out today. Alright, so I'm fixing to do some stuff in here. Log splitter worked. It leaked a little bit out of the front, but not bad. I'm gonna run it for now. I'll have to fix it later. I was gonna record it, I didn't. I run it for about an hour. I busted quite a bit of wood. I got the fuel pump in the Ford. It ran and it quit on me yesterday. Got the sideboards built whenever I had it running after I done the fuel pump. Now it's got a lightning issue. It ain't firing. What else have I done? Oh, I got my lights in. They're good and bright. I ain't got the generator on right now because conserving on gas. I'm gonna take this motor, this old Briggs. I'm gonna put that on the, I'm gonna try to revive the air compressor. Because when I done the fuel pump, I realized I really needed some air. This is the lights that I bought. 4 foot, linkable. Now when it said linkable, I thought it was going to be, it's a 10 pack on Amazon. And I really thought that I was going to be able to hook all 10 of them things together. But it says on the paper, no more than 4 together. So I hooked 5 together. I went one extra than what they call for. And then, instead of hooking them all together, and then, like I said, I run them last night. I put one of these, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, one of these 3-way plugs in there. Yeah, I don't know. Hell, it works. Like I said, I don't see what it's gonna hurt. They all got these individual switches running from each light, but which is, it's kind of good, but it kind of ain't. I can turn half of them off, but like if you got this one on and you turn this switch off, or if you turn this, let's see, you have to leave that switch on. But anyway, you can't like turn this light out and then have fire on that light. Like once you turn this switch off, what turns off all 4 of them? It's kind of a pain in the ass, whatever, you know. But the way I got it hooked up here, I know it's kind of hard to see. I'm kind of all over. This switch works right side, that switch works left, which works out. I mean, it's bright in here. I got them hung last night. This is leftovers. Got my freaking lights for my truck. I'm gonna put some a little light bar on the front. Them lights is on the TikTok shop for, and I swear it's the same light, whatever that name is. It's a 12-inch light bar and 4 little bitty ones. For that setup right there on TikTok shop is $79. Amazon, $39.99. I'll show you the sideboards. I got the sideboards done. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. There we are. I just went ahead and tore off, started tearing that porch off over yonder. It's over there. Last year I done 3 boards tall, but this year, since I've got the log splitter, I'm gonna haul it in here round, and then put my little tailgate, so that way I can get a little bit more on that old truck. I'm gonna try to do a dual wheel conversion on it. I cut down a maple tree yesterday. I know you can't see it on this GoPro because it's tiny, but anyway, my whole driveway's blocked. I got it sawed up, but I ain't done shit. I'm slacking. I'm gonna try to do maybe a video of me fixing that, maybe. I don't know yet. I'm gonna try to get this and edit it out tonight, and maybe try to get it uploaded tomorrow. Because I should have done had it uploaded. I'm still working on my, I went by the hardware today. I got to talk to the woman about getting an 80-pound bag of Quikrete, and got to talk to her about a case knife, a real nice knife. I ain't never seen one that size. It's 2-blade, but man, it was massive. Closed, it would have fit in the palm of my hand. It's massive. Anyway, I got out the truck and I was still thinking about that knife, and I grabbed and bought a bag of mortar mix and didn't realize it until I started mixing it up. I thought, man, where's all the gravel at? And I looked at the bag and I was like, ah, crap. So I got it too runny, dumped it out, it leaked everywhere. But now, whenever all that dries, the concrete ain't gonna leak out. Problem solved. I got a shelf that I'm fixing to go get. I'm gonna move this hydraulic tank and all that shit. I was gonna put the shelf over here, but I got a workbench I'm gonna try to build. I'm gonna put the shelf here. All these motors gonna go on it. I got a lot of projects I want to do. I know Briggs makes an engine that's called the Animal. I don't know what it looks like, but I think that's it. I don't know. That come off that air compressor or the generator. Rod. But it's built. Hell, it's built just like this engine. This is the same engine, just an older version. This can come off a pressure washer. It still runs. 205 cc. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to stick that on the air compressor. Full Briggs, 3 horsepower. I don't know nothing about it. It ain't stuck, I can tell you that much. This here's a 5-horse Briggs. I'm gonna try to rebuild it. It don't have no compression. And then the motor that come off the log splitter that's laying up there, it's a Tecumseh. It has no compression also. And this motor, I'd like to tear this motor down. This motor's like brand new. Hell, that generator didn't run. What made it? Hell, I didn't use it that much. But it never did sound right. It was a brand new generator and it never did sound right. That's why you always get a warranty. I'd like to build this engine and get me a little mini bike and put that engine on. You see my big ass riding on a damn mini bike. Fucking elephant riding a damn miniature piss ant. Alright, so yeah, I gotta get the thing done so I can get all my tools up. Yeah, it's I gotta get some of this shit cleaned up in here. It's getting ridiculous. I can't even walk in here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I was going to include on this. And before anybody says anything about, oh, it's a Ford, that's your problem. I've drove that truck for 2 years and ain't done nothing to it. Not a thing. So it's just time. Oh yeah, the lighting sucks and you can't see me. Oh, that's fucking lovely. So yeah, living off the grid. I've made my mind up on living off the grid. Alright. So it's getting pretty dark on me. I eventually went ahead and started the generator. I just want to show you, it's getting there. I mean, it ain't totally dark. In here, it's pretty dark, so I got this one wall up. Once I get this other 10 on this side, and then I start on that back, it'll be one light. Okay, I want you to look how bright that is. Just one light. That's just one. 2 lights. Look how much of a difference that is. I mean, that's freaking nuts. That's just 2 lights. Look. Turn that on. I mean, that's crazy. I'm pretty impressed with that. Then you want more, you just come over here and you flip them all on. It's like daylight. That's crazy. That's worth $71. I think they was $71 on Amazon. Now you can see all the shit. Junk. I got to get this cleaned up, but this, I may do a 5-pack in the center, but I don't know yet. I got to do something about a door still on this thing. I'm going to put me a little wood stove in the back. Maybe a walk-through door. But you got to figure when you're doing a motor job, say, and you cherry picker it up, you gotta leave enough room for that. I've got a garage door with all the hardware and the track and everything. And this thing being funny shaped like this, I believe it'd be pretty hard to put that on. So I got to figure out if I'm gonna put like a one door that just folds open, or I don't know. I don't know yet. Might just use a damn tarp and roll it up. Yeah, like I said, these lights are pretty cool. You can go down there and turn half of them off if you want. Hell, if I'm gonna run them all. You can run just one side even. I mean, hell, just one side still lights up the other side pretty good. You know. You can go back through here, so you just want to run 4 lights. You turn them off. I wish I could turn like these off and run them back there. But I mean, this is gonna be where it's happening at when I'm doing oil changes and stuff in the winter. I'm still trying to get straightened out. My life's a wreck. I got too much shit going on. Oh man. Between going to church and trying to work and trying to make something like this run so I can make money with this. Got, you know, and then my truck tires up. But like I said, for 2 years I drove that thing, I ain't had to do nothing to it. So it's time for something to happen. Yeah, I just kind of want to show the lights because I thought, shit, if you're interested in them, like I said, a 10-pack of linkable shop lights on Amazon, 4 foot. Hell, just that one. You can turn this one off. I mean, hell, just one light. You know, I don't know how much juice that one light would pull, like if you hooked it up to like one of those battery banks. Like I said, that's the biggest thing the generator will run when I'm out here. If I'm out here working on something. Of course, you gotta keep the log splitter running, up and going. Then you gotta keep the Ford running. Because the firewood season, they're saying a snowy winter this winter. I kind of hope we are, because if we are, it's gonna be great for firewood. Man, it's gonna be great. I'm just gonna have to get on the ball. But I just spent all my money on parts for my Ford, so I'm a little bit in red right now. And I'm trying to. It's gonna be tough. I'm just gonna have to do a bunch of shit-ass jobs to get by. I don't know what this guy is doing, riding up and down the road here. That's like the 3rd time he's went up and down the road. Like I said, that's a night and day difference on them. That'll help me. I've been wanting them lights for a long time, but I just didn't have the money to spend on them. They look good hanging there. I could have hung them a little farther up, but hell, I see just fine. Oh shit, that's the most light I've ever had. Them little lights I had from the ceiling was all I ever used, and them damn lights in the back there. Takes like a 4,000 watt bulb or whatever they are. My generator ain't doing real good. Them things there, they give off a lot of heat. That little generator, yeah, it's 1,400 watts, 1,800 watt starting watts. That's just a little bitty bastard. You plug them lights in there and that's all that thing wants. Yeah. So, anyway, I believe I'm going to end the video here. Like I said, we got to get on the, I have got to get on building that room before winter. I got to get on that for the off-grid cabin so I can so my water lines don't freeze and bust. I've still got another pump I got to put in down there at the spring. I've got the pump. I've had the pump for 6 months. I ain't had time to put it in. So, yeah. Anyway, like and sub if you want to. Hell, you ain't got to. Just if you want to. Don't matter to me. I'm gonna make them anyway. Everybody have a good one. I'll see you on the next one.